Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. I am so happy and grateful to be filming a video today. I think it's been over 2 weeks, which is probably the longest I've gone in, gosh, a while without filming a video. As you know, I filmed Vlogmas in December. It was a video every other day, and leading up to Christmas, it was actually like probably a week or so before Christmas, my daughter got really sick, and she was sick for more than a week. Really high fever. I was so worried about her. We took her to the doctor twice. Everything is fine. She is fine. But a couple of days after Christmas, I ended up getting what she had. And you guys, this is the sickest I have been in, oh my God, it's been years since I can remember. Like, it took me out. And for my personality, I'm kind of a busybody. I am a go type of personality, and I could not do anything. I couldn't eat. I had a fever. It was so bad. I went to the doctor and, you know, I tested negative for all the things, so the doctor just seems to think it is some sort of flu bug going around. I am on probably like day 8 at this point. I just recently started like being able to eat and like force things down. My energy is just really lacking. But anyway, I love filming YouTube videos and I really wanted to, you know, get back to filming, so we are back at it today. So one thing the end of 2024 has taught me is how important health is. So my wish upon you guys is that all of you have a very healthy 2025. We kind of take for granted being healthy, and then when you do get sick, you definitely see how important it is. So anyway, in today's video, we are going to be filming a Q&A. I put an Instagram sticker on my stories, and I asked you to give me some of your questions. And so we're going to get right into it. So let's go ahead and let's get started. I'm so happy to be back. Okay, so the first one is from Lux and About. Are you planning to go to more YouTube events? Love you and love your content. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. As some of you may or may not know, I attended my very first YouTube event in New York City this year. I drove to New York City. I attended the event. It was so much fun. It was amazing. I would love to attend more events. The problem is most of the YouTube events are in either New York City or Los Angeles, which are both very far from me. Well, New York City is within driving distance, but obviously I would have to fly to go to Los Angeles. So of course I would love to attend more events, but just with my daughter's like sports schedule and my work schedule, I just have to make sure I plan accordingly, but I would love to attend more for sure. Kim Sinclair 4, what do you do for work? And I actually have a couple questions like this. So I think I have touched on this before, but I've been with my company now for about 20 years. My degree was in finance. I started out my career in finance, and now I work in subcontracts. So I basically negotiate and administer contracts, negotiate rates, negotiate terms and conditions. And I've been doing this for a while, and I'm very much a people person. So I like it because I get to deal with like all the subcontractor companies. So it can definitely get a little stressful, especially like towards the end of the year, the beginning of the year, but I really enjoy it and I've been doing it for quite some time. M Blackburn 10, favorite perfume. Love your videos and recommendations. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I have so many favorite perfumes. But I would say my daily scent that I wear every day that you don't have to worry about like affecting your sinuses or being too overpowering, I always wear Clinique Happy. But if I had to pick a very special occasion, kind of pricier scent, that would be Chanel Gardenia. Unfortunately, that one doesn't last very long, but I just love the Gardenia scent. The two of them are very different, but my go-to scent that I wear every single day that is semi-affordable is definitely Clinique Happy. Laura Elena, did you get any Louis Vuitton Murakami? Oh my gosh, I have a couple pieces on my wish list. I had messaged my sales associate and I followed up because I hadn't heard anything, and she said unfortunately the items that I want are not able to be ordered. So I have heard from some people that maybe they just didn't have enough stock for this, and unfortunately with me being sick I haven't had an opportunity to get to a store to see anything, so I am worried that I'm going to miss out on this collaboration. I hope that's not the case. When I eventually do get to a store, I am going to check, but it seems like there are some people that have been able to get it, some people that haven't. So unfortunately there were 2 pieces that were on my wish list. I was not able to get them. I was not able to order them. I am a little bummed about it, but it's okay. It's probably not something I needed, but if you were able to grab a piece, definitely let me know. The multicolor collection is so beautiful, and I definitely wanted to snag a few more pieces. As you know, I do have 3 I think I mentioned from the original collaboration, but I wanted to add a few more, but I was not able to secure them. JNHRO. This is a good question. How do you balance your career, YouTube channel, and your family life? Well, I'll tell you. Over the past couple of weeks, if you were to ask me, I would say I don't. I'm failing miserably at it. But usually what I try to do is be very scheduled with everything. I think schedule is key, but sometimes it is hard. So I do work from home. So sometimes when you work from home, it is a blessing, but lines can get blurred a little bit. But I just try to, like, during my business hours, that's when I work. And then after work, I set a little bit of time for YouTube. And then when it's family time, it's family time. So if I'm taking my daughter to sports or she has games or anything, I am focused on her games. I try to keep them all separate. I really do. But one thing that helps me with, like, managing YouTube, I would say, is I've mentioned before that I don't do the typical YouTuber editing, because what I'll do is I'll film on my camera and I will edit on my phone. So then that way, if I am at, like, her practice, let's say, I can edit on my phone and kind of, like, you know, get that part taken care of. But I will say it definitely can be a challenge, and all of you out there know that when it comes to filming content, having a full-time job, having a family, it can definitely be a lot. So I would just recommend stay scheduled. I have a calendar plan. For me, I find that when I write things down, I make things happen. If I don't write things down, then I don't. That's kind of how I ended up filming today. You know, I just have not been feeling up to it leading up to today, and I said, I'm going to film today. I wrote it down. It's something about, like, checking things off your list, and just that really helps me. So again, it definitely can be challenging, but I would say that's the best course of action for sure, is to just write things down, stay organized, and do the best you can. And if something slides, don't give yourself a hard time. That's something I'm going to try to be better at myself, is be a little more forgiving about stuff like that this year. A mom's journey. Hope you're feeling better now and hope you're ready to start enjoying your new Chanel. Thank you so much. I am feeling better. I'm not 100% yet. I would say I'm maybe like 85%. I don't have all of my energy back yet, and I think that's just from days of, like, not really being able to eat and have, like, an appetite, but I'm slowly getting there. And my new Chanel, as you may or may not know, I did pick up a new red Chanel, and I have worn it once so far, and I'm so excited about it. It is such a beautiful color. I am still selling my other one. If you're interested, I'll leave the details down below in case you are. So thank you for your question. Sarah Murphy, MN. If you could only have one handbag and one SLG for 2025, what would you pick? This is such a good question. I think my answer might surprise you, and I think you guys will be shocked by this, but if I could have one handbag, I think it would be my Chanel Jumbo in Caviar. I've carried that bag a lot lately, and I like it because you can wear it casual or you can wear it dressy, and it fits a lot. It is a little heavy, but I like that it can fit a lot. And my one SLG would be my Chanel flap key holder, because it has a back pocket where I can keep all of my cards. It also has a place for my keys, and it's like a one-stop shop. So those would probably be my two for the year, which I know those might come as a shocker. It doesn't mean I don't love my other items, but I think that would be my pick for sure. Corgis and AVU. Do you still love your YSL medium college bag, the stone color one? Yes, that one, it is such a pretty bag. I probably don't wear it as much as I would like, but it is such a functional bag. It has an amazing back pocket for your phone. I think it looks really nice crossbody. I just have to find a way to incorporate more gray. I think gray actually looks nice with pink, so maybe I could wear it with my outfit today, but yes, I am still loving it. I'm somewhere outside. Do you ever have the urge to dye your hair darker? I feel it every day for myself. I do actually. So usually what I do when I go to my hairstylist, I don't ever really like dye my hair, but I get highlights and lowlights. So as we get closer to the summer months, I'll get more highlights. And then as we're in the winter months, like now, like you can see my hair is a little darker now. I'll usually have her not put as many highlights in my hair and just kind of bring the lowlights out more. So like I said, as you can see, my hair is a little darker now. So I don't know that I would ever actually dye it. I'm kind of routine with my hair, but it might be fun to change it up. I don't know. We'll see. The headless attorney. Do you get luxury spend guilt? Oh gosh, this is a good question. Sometimes I do a little bit, but then I snap myself back to reality and I'm like, Amber, you do not need to feel guilty for two reasons. Number one, you work very, very hard for your money. So if that's what you want to spend it on, then you should be able to spend it on that. And then number two, as I've stated before, everyone in this world has things they like to spend money on, whether it's electronics, antiques, you know, certain collectibles. Handbag just seems to be my thing, and it doesn't interfere with savings, anything for Sky, for our bills, or anything like that. So I don't feel guilty at all, and my husband knows that, you know, I work hard for my money, so I have his support as well. So, Miss Wighampton, you look lovely. Do you have a yearly budget for luxury goods? So I think I might have mentioned this before and I'm not sure, but the way that I handle my luxury money, I have a separate account that I use. And if I have money in there, I'll buy a handbag. If I don't, I won't. Do I have a budget? I actually don't have a yearly budget, which I know sounds crazy. I probably should. But the way I've been doing it now kind of helps me a little bit, where I'll just, you know, put money aside for it. And then I also use my YouTube channel, which is my side business. Like anything I make from my YouTube channel or affiliate links or anything like that, I put that into my YouTube savings account too. And then if there's a bag I've been eyeing or like something in designer I really want and I have enough money and I think it's the right choice, I will use the money from there. But no, I don't have a specific budget for it. The Robin, does your family or your colleagues watch your videos? So I don't know. I think some do, some don't. Most of my close friends and family know that I have a channel, but I think because I talk about like luxury goods and not everyone's really into luxury goods, I don't know that a lot of them watch all the time. And if they don't, that's okay, because I get kind of embarrassed when I find out people I know that I have a channel, which I know that sounds silly. I'm not embarrassed of my channel, but I just get embarrassed if people watch me, if that makes sense. So some might, but I'm not sure. Duffy Kylie, if you could only buy from one designer brand going forward, which one would you choose? Oh, that's so hard. I don't know. I really like Chanel, but Chanel price increases are getting out of control. I like Louis Vuitton, but I'm pretty happy with my collection. Gosh, it's so hard to choose. I guess I would probably have to say Louis Vuitton, just because like out of my whole entire collection, Louis Vuitton is where I have the most pieces, and that's where I've been able to find the most items I like, and it's still within that, I hate to say affordable because all luxury items are more expensive, but it's still within that range where the prices are not astronomical. So I would probably say Louis Vuitton. Andrea Eats MN, any goals for 2025? This is such a good question. So I still need to kind of hammer out my exact goals for 2025, but I would say like personal goals, a couple things. Number one, to continue to try to be a positive person. It's easier said than done, and you really have to try to work at it, but I want to try to be a positive person. In other words, like no matter what situation you face, you know, being able to find the positive situations, and if something bad happens, look at it as a learning experience. Just really enjoy life, because one thing that, you know, life has taught me is that it's very short. You never know when something's going to happen, and so often we stress about really insignificant things that are not important at all, while life is just flashing before our eyes. So probably just to work more on like positivity. As far as my health goals, you know, continue to go to the gym, maybe add in a little more strength training. I'm really great with cardio, but not the best with strength training, so maybe add a little more strength training. And then with YouTube, I had considered doing like a YouTube filming schedule, but I put a poll out there and 85% of you were fine with sporadic uploads, so I figure why mess with a good thing if that's what you guys like. But you know, definitely continue to try to plan out my videos and put content out there that you guys want to see. Here's another one. Kara Tripp, did you get anything from the new Murakami? No, I haven't. Oh, maybe I'll be able to get something, but as of now I have not. Natty726, favorite luxury body cream that you can layer with fragrances. My favorite body cream is the Chanel body cream. It's just called the Fresh Body Cream. It's a nice white whipped texture. It's really emollient, so it rubs into your skin nicely and it layers beautifully with almost any fragrance. I like to layer it with the Chanel Gardenia, but you can really layer it with anything. But even if you don't want to layer it, it smells really nice and fresh on its own. It's a little pricey, but so worth it. Coco Chunel, how do you keep your luxury buying under control versus savings, family, or home spend? So this is a good question. So I try to keep those separate. So for my full-time job, you know, that's what I use for like bills. That's what I use for, you know, savings. That's what I use for Sky, like all that kind of stuff. And then I have my little side business, which is like YouTube. And that's what I kind of have where I formed my like YouTube savings account. And that's kind of what I use for luxury items. So if I don't have money in my YouTube savings, I call it YouTube savings, but it's like luxury savings. If I don't have money in there, then I'm not allowed to buy anything. So that's kind of how I manage it, if that makes sense. But I definitely try to keep the two separate. So like, you know, my full-time job, I use it for savings, bills, all that kind of stuff. And then YouTube, I use that for my fun money. Brit Mix, do you want a YSL Lou camera bag with a back pocket? I would love one with a back pocket, but I can't bring myself to buy one because I already have 4 YSL camera bags and none of them have the back pocket. But yes, I would love to have one, but I'm just trying to be good and not buy a 5th one. Catherine Jensen, do you ever use your Neverfull? Oh, my GM sizes, yes. I use my GM sizes all the time for travel. Those are amazing, but my MM size I never use. And unfortunately, I did feature it in my least used list this year. It's such a good tote, but I just don't ever reach for totes. I reach for my crossbody bags for the most part. Or if I am carrying a shoulder bag, I'll get like my Chanel Jumbo. So I never reach for it. I definitely need to reach for it more. But I'm just not really a tote girl. B. Kristen Allison, do you have a dream Kelly or Birkin and would you buy it pre-loved? So at this moment, I don't have a Birkin or a Kelly on my wish list. Now, will that change? Yes, it could. Styles evolve, styles change. I think the Birkin is absolutely beautiful. Would I like to add one to my collection? Sure. But ultimately, I just don't know where I would wear it. I don't have anywhere around here where I'd be like, oh, I'd want to wear my Birkin. Even though it's beautiful, there are just, you know, other bags that I would love to buy before adding one to my collection. Plus, they're really hard to get. I don't have an Hermes near me, but I feel like if I were to get one, I definitely would want to get it from the boutique for the first time just to get that whole experience. So as of now, one is not on my wish list, but maybe that will change. We'll see. Love that blouse. Where did you get it? Thank you. I think you guys are, she was referring to the blouse I had on in my question sticker. That one was from Lily Silk. It was a Lily Silk blouse. So that's where I got it. This CC Johnson, what are your thoughts on the Chanel 22? I think I've fallen in love with the mini size. So the Chanel 22, it's not a bag that's really been on my radar, but if it were to be on the radar, I agree with you. I think the mini size is adorable. I like the fact that it's kind of like a pouch that you can just throw all of your things in it, but it's not a bag that's really appealed to me. But if you get it and you love it, please let me know because obviously a lot of people out there do love it. So if you do get it, keep me posted. MB Kramer 906, do your work colleagues watch your channel? So I don't think so. I try really hard not to talk about my YouTube channel at work, but some of my coworkers have found out that I have a channel. I don't know, I'm funny about it. Like, I'm funny about people I know knowing I have a channel, which I know sounds really weird because I know people are going to find out. But I don't think they watch, or if they have, they might have watched like one video, but I don't think they like consistently watch. What do you think about Pauline? Would you ever own pieces from this brand? This is from AF Cortez 09. I am very intrigued by Pauline. So many people have talked about this brand and I feel like the quality is amazing. I would love to add a bag. I'm not sure which one yet. Maybe, you know, a really pretty burgundy color or something like that. But I definitely would love to explore the brand because I've heard a lot of amazing things. Michelle Draves, hi Amber, how many total bags do you own? Is there a reason you prefer LV and Chanel? Hi Michelle, oh my gosh, I'm not sure how many bags I own. I haven't actually counted. Some of you have asked me to do like a whole handbag collection video, but I feel like that would take such a long time. So what I have been doing is doing like individual collection videos, like, you know, Louis Vuitton collection, Chanel collection. The reason you prefer Louis Vuitton and Chanel, I think for me, I like Louis Vuitton and Chanel because I feel like those bags have the best resale value. Not that I'm planning on reselling my bags, but I'm going to use an example. A lot of my YSL bags, right? Like if you go to the boutique and you buy a YSL bag today, tomorrow. You are not going to be able to sell your YSL bag for that. If anything, it's going to depreciate quite a bit. I'm not sure why, but it just doesn't hold that value. Same with Dior. But if you look at Hermes, Louis Vuitton, you look at Chanel, most of the times those bags are going to be able to hold their value. And I just really am interested now specifically in brands where the bags are really going to hold their value. And I would say Chanel is definitely one of those brands where you're going to make your money. I think the best out of all of them is probably Hermes, that's for sure. It's really like the quality of Chanel and Louis Vuitton. For Hermes, I only have one Hermes bag. I do have a mini Evelyn, and that bag, oh, I love the quality of it. So I can only imagine what like a Birkin or a Kelly feels like. It's probably amazing. But I would say out of like Hermes, LV, and Chanel, Hermes holds the most value, and then Chanel, and then Louis Vuitton. Okay guys, there you have it. I think I got most of the questions. Thank you so much for taking the time to submit your questions. I truly appreciate it. I am so happy to be back on YouTube. I know it's only been a couple weeks, but for me it seems like it's been forever. If there's any type of content you want to see this year, definitely let me know. And I hope all of you have an amazing 2025. I wish you an abundance of health and happiness. And thank you again for taking the time to watch my videos, comment on my videos, all the good stuff. I appreciate it so much. If you guys are new to my channel, I would love to have you hit that little subscribe button, and I would love to have you follow me on Instagram as well. Have a lovely day, my friends, and I'll see you in my next video.